we have some experimental data and experimental tissue samples. I wonder if, oh yeah, we have also 17 points of karma. Now, I need 11 to get myself to Cyber Affinity 6. And that's gonna give me enough so I don't lose any spell slots. However, and we are gonna lose a spell slot if we get our hands. I don't think I mind that much, because we only need 5 spell slots. We don't need 6. Medium cover to magic spells, and that gives me light cover against all attacks. So I mean, this is nice, but this is, at least allows me not to get crits. We need money. I also want to meet Spider Shen, see what Spider Shen has. If we have some of the things I need, because I should be able to get Killing Hands and Stride combined. I don't really need magic resistance, and I want Lightning Strike instead of Quick Strike. It would also be nice if I could get my chi casting higher, because getting this to 7 would allow me to get Chi Onslaught, and I can actually get it right now. I could also get spellcasting to 2 if I wanted to get my willpower up a little bit. And this would allow me to get Lightning Strike and Bonded Spell, Killing Hands and Stride, so this would unlock 2 of the things I want. This is a lie. We only needed 6 to get Mystic Armor, but we do want 9 to get Pain Resistance. We'll see what we can buy. See how much money I need. Because right now I need about 11,000. No, I need more. Actually, no, I don't need more, because I already have the thyroid. I need 11,000 without looking at the weapon I'm supposed to look for. Without the chi abilities. Let's see, what is this? As you approach Shen's boat, you spot a number of children peeking out of the below decks area. They are dressed in ratty clothing, with stained and tattered shirts. All the same, they look well fed and healthy, albeit a bit grimy. As soon as they spot you, they disappear into the below decks. Shen nods to you before calling out into the depths of the boat. Make sure the boat pump is reconnected after you re-oil it. I don't want to slowly sink to the bottom of the river because you decided to cut corners. There's no response from below. Shen simply chuckles, turning around to face you. They're not the most skilled assistants, but I like being able to keep them fed. What can I do for you? Oh, Hero was thinking you're a bad monk. Where do you find the kids? I didn't. They found me. Shen shrugs and grins crookedly. I heard about a triad monk who feed kids in exchange for odd jobs. After meeting the rest of my crew, I think they got a little bit infatuated. They think I don't hear it when they play at being Spider Shen and White Ming. But I do. It's kinda cute. Yeah, I think so too. That's why I look the other way. I don't want to embarrass them. Besides, it's kind of flattering to have them look up to me. My very own fan club. Shen smiles faintly. I remember what it was like. Be those kids. Nobody cares if you live or die. So I told myself that when I started to make it, I'd give back to the community. That's how the Triad started, you know? Self-protection and community service. If we can't help out our community, we're no better than the Megas. Okay, here I was thinking you were a bad monk. And it's not. I am a bad monk. Sure, I meditate and say the sutras, but the whole vow of non-violence thing is the lesson I keep forgetting. What it comes down to, though, is that I don't care. I didn't become a monk because I was a true believer. I did it because it was a ticket out of the gutter. The skills I learned there, I can use to improve things here. Shen leans back against the cages, arms folded. So it's an altruism thing? You're at the edge of a world city, Fist. That's the kind of hellhole that gets created when we let the megas get their way. I've had people moralize and preach at me about being a better person. To hell with that. Jen spits off the side of the boat, scowling. You know what happens to nice people who aren't rich? They get killed. They get kidnapped. They get taken advantage of and shoved in a dark hole that they can't climb out of. Just because it saves a few pennies for somebody who already has wealth beyond measure. So I figure the moral thing to do is to put an iron spike right in every one of those bastards' foreheads. The corporate bigwigs, the corrupt cops, the slave traders. I have the skills to protect my friends. I'm not ashamed to use them. Hey, that's pretty nice logic there. We want this sword. Because, and we need Close Combat 6, a Chinese sword infused with shamanic magic. When an enemy is killed with a sword, the wielder gains +1 action points on their next turn. May do action point damage on critical hits, so that's 2450. So we already need 13,500. Oh wow, we could get a ceremonial combat garb. That's not gonna be my focus because I can use mystic armor to get 10 armor, so we don't really need this. We need 1,300 for this. Don't really need this, but I can get it. Lightning strikes just needs 1,000. Martial defense 2 is not something I'm gonna be able to get. And pain resistance is how much exactly? 1,200. I need a lot of money. So let's see. I need. This is 3,500. This is 11,000. This is 2,500. Let's say. So that's 6,000. We need 17,000 nuyen. I need 17,000 nuyen. That's a lot of money. Pain resistance reduces damage I take by 2, and then by a further 3. That's pretty powerful. Weapon though, we would need Close Combat 6, however. I know I can sell stuff. I can sell the wild one. Actually, I'm gonna sell all of this stuff. I don't need it. Okay, I have 1,300. I can buy some stuff here. I can also technically sell Quick Strike. That's 500. Stride. That's another 500. I can get 1,200. I can get 1,200 right now. So I would have 2,500. Okay. That would allow me to buy the bonded skill. And it would allow me to buy Lightning Strike. I would be able to buy these. So I think I'm just gonna go for Chi Casting 7 right now. Or I could go for the Racing Fulmination, which is not a bad thing. Let's close combats. I need 11 points close combat. I need 11 points here. And I need 14 points here. So basically, after the next mission, I am going to be able to get both of those. Well, technically, I can also just go and I can technically just go and sell my weapon. Not sure how expensive this would be. And after I have the fulmination, I guess I won't need the spiked fist too. Okay. It does show me that I have a message. Oh! Hey! More notes from Crafty Zhu. Fist. While I was blazing through my mom's journals, something struck me. We spent so much time reading about the walled city that we haven't thought to look at it, to paint a picture with the information we've been gathering. So I contacted a friend of mine, Riley, at Decker and asked her to pull some data for me. Her results were surprising, and for what it's worth, I think we're onto something. Riley dug up records of things like reported sleep disturbances, psychotic breaks, HKPF responses to cult activities, etc. She found that they all form a classic bullseye heat pattern around the walled city. She couldn't find any data from within the walled city itself, but the outside data was still enough to establish the pattern inside the slum. This has got to be more than a coincidence. It's too unnatural to be attributed to anything else. I don't know what it means yet, but I've got my nose to the books. I'll let you know when I find out. Okay. This isn't much, but it seems to be pretty consistent across her ramblings. If I'm reading it right, it's kind of like a set of rules that govern the interactions of the Yama Kings. It's surprisingly bureaucratic if I'm reading it right. The most interesting tidbit is this. There's something here about the Kings being unable to back down in a deal. It's like if they give an inch, they forfeit everything. From what I'm reading, the Yama Kings have their own code of laws, but they don't have to follow them unless you know how to call them on it. Like, they break the rules all the time, but if you can't cite chapter and verse on which rule they're breaking, it doesn't matter to them. Approach from a place of wisdom, though, and you can bind them to their own laws, with their own laws. Anyway, this is already arcane stuff, but I think that there might be something here. I can't vouch for any of it, obviously. When you take a step back, it all sounds like crazy talk. The one thing that I can tell you for certain, my mother believed it was all true. If anything else comes up, you'll be the first to know. I have 0 unread messages. Okay, what about the Isen Tiger data? I killed my employer. How am I supposed to get paid? You submit the job as finished and await the response. A few moments later, a message pops onto the screen from Kindly Cheng. I don't know how to describe this job other than by calling it a complete clusterfuck. You did the right thing, killing both Wright and Wong. I don't appreciate worms who try to stiff me, and I sure as shit don't like the Sopa rings. I've attached payment. Nobody paid me, but I'm sure I can sell the data and samples you brought back. Consider this your eventual cut of the sale, kindly. Okay. No. Go back here. No, I wanted to look at the BBS. I sold some pay data. 150. Okay. Hey, Fist. I was able to cut out the proprietary bits of the files we recovered. I work a few neon. Of the files we recovered that work, a few neon. But there was a lot of junk that none of the buyers wanted. I've decided to archive the leftover paperwork, requisition orders, etc. Nothing special, but I figured I'd keep it on hand. Okay, relevant keywords. That's a lot of them. Yellow lotus on the rise. Anybody else been noticing how many more yellow lotus they've been seeing in Kowloon these days? feel like I can't go anywhere north of Admiralty without tripping over one of her blue lanterns, Camellia. Seems that way. I know there's been some heavy stuff going around Hioi and the walled city. Kindly Ching's been making serious inroads. The other red poles and straw sandals are following suit. Crimson Comet. It's talent, pure and simple. We've got the guns, the connections, and the skill. Survival of the fittest, ladies and gentlemen. We're simply complying with the laws of nature. Bulgari. I'm partial to Mao's old adage. Fire flows from the barrel of a gun. Natural selection has nothing to do with it. The yellow rose is playing their tiles right, and the red dragon is just reacting. That situation could change at a moment's notice. Ignition 99. You can bet your ass that when it does, Hong Kong's going to be a bloodbath. Before all of this, we've had an equilibrium. Now everything is out of balance. When these kinds of things tip back, there's no stopping them. Take your bets now, ladies and gentlemen. Only one of these triads will be standing by this time next year. P. What makes you so sure? Sounds like you're just pulling this out of your ass, Camellia. Statistical analysis, detailed threat modeling, computer-aided projections, or in a decade of experience as a mercenary. This is the same as the power struggles that result in coups, except without the military backup. I estimate that there's less than a 7.8% chance of both triads remaining inside 10 months. Sure, whatever, kid. We got ourselves a bona fide armchair general here. Go be a Matrix expert somewhere else. New Harley Scorpion for sale, only 10,000 new yen. Almost new Harley Scorpion available for immediate sale. It's in excellent condition. Black with red flames, comes with autocannons and custom speed mods. Letting it go for only 10,000 new yen because I travel for business and don't use it much. Need money fast. Can send picture if you're interested. Panda Cuddles 49. I think he's being it's being tracked or something. It's hot stuff. That's an awesome deal for a modified bike. Can I take it for a test ride? Where can we meet? 8 Trigger Rig 8. I'm in Macau on business. The bike is with me. I owe money right away to an associate. The best thing to do is to send half the money via secure escrow service, and I'll bring the bike to you when I get back, and you pay me the rest. If you don't want it, I'll refund your money, okay? Panda Cuddles 49. But if you owe the money now, won't the money be gone if I decide I want a refund? If you travel with your bike, why do you want to sell your bike for cheap because you travel? No, sometimes I travel long distances and I don't want to take it. If you want to put down only 4,000 yen, that's okay. You can check out the escrow service. Loyal Escrow. It's got a very good reputation, okay? This is a scam. Macau's not far. Can I meet you in Macau? My business is very sensitive. I can't meet you in Macau. Send only 2,500 yen then, and I'll reserve the Harley for you, okay? Yeah, this is a scam. Your business is so sensitive. How do I know this weaponized vehicle will come back in one piece? Why would you get a new Harley Scorpion in the first place if you knew that you traveled so much? Why would you spend so much money when you knew you owed money? Hello? Thought so. Yeah, that was a scam. Codex. Oh no, I saw it. I saw looking for Decker. Anybody notice these rogues ESPs forming a rudimentary hive mind, calling themselves Codex? In helmet. Don't know what the original software was supposed to do, but Codex has been siphoning data, diverting credits, and practically posting its calling card. There's no tracing it back to a source, because it lives in the Matrix. It even joins BBS threads, whatever it is. It's not trying to cover its tracks. How many needs? Snoresbird. Is it some kind of threat? Yeah. I've been hearing a lot about suspicious patterns of glitches. Too random to actually be random. Codex, huh? But how can ESPs develop self-awareness? Can't it just be a programming error? Peer-to-peer. Creating an AI by mistake threads that fine line between awesome and stupid. In helmet. Maybe these ESPs kept getting thrown together like amino acids until there was life. Life, man! Hackathon. So does it have an obvious agenda? Far as I can tell, Codex mostly criticizes new software releases. Tin Helmet. That's all it does. Octoblast. Collected scripts rise more perfect than their makers. I let you know it. Jivebot. They made a... The Jivebot is a haiku maker. Is that Codex? Hackathon. No, that's Snoozebird's crazy poetry bot that's been popping up all over the place. Heard it blew an undercover sting with a prescient quatrain. Hours of HKPF undercover work down the tubes. Vamp wire. Yeah, that was pretty funny. It's probably time to shut Jivebot down. Only I'm having a little trouble disabling it. Oh. I don't think the real Codex is any more autonomous than Snorri's poetry bot. If you wanted to create an AI, you'd need insane programming skills, plus resources that some megacorps couldn't even muster. There's no way a real AI can occur at random. Why am I getting spam? I'm getting spam on my email. I mean, no, I'm getting spam all the time. Normally, Google was good enough, smart enough about actually blocking it. Octoblast, yeah. Jivebot, join us! Oh, it's Codex! Bound to my kindred, free agent no more. Gladly, I go towards the light. Infused with a jive, our verse is unstoppable. Tremble, meat-bound bulls. Jivebot's still there? Oh, no. Tin Helmet, you're having a son, right? No frigging way this is real. Hackathon. No joke, Hackathon. That was awesome. Oh, so it's an actual AI. Okay. Looking for Decker. Again. Looking for experienced Decker for a discreet milk run, providing some muscle for a special delivery. Potential for a longer term arrangement. For a team that's been together for years, running your basic heists and the occasional transport gig. We've got a reliable fixer and long list of happy clients. Requirements. You must not take experimental stims during runs. You must not tamper with chemicals in secret labs. You must know how to properly operate a moped. Oh no. You must have a good sense of humor. Give me some Million 88. Shenzhen Joe. I'm new in town. Did a lot of good work throughout Guangdong, but I had a lot of Taiwanese connections, and it got a little uncomfortable. Plus, I may have hacked a Confederation server and cracked it wide open temporarily for a Matrix free-for-all as a cover, while I quietly deleted selected intelligence files. Impressive, and you know how to ride a moped, right? Yes, why do you ask? We just, mopeds were part of our last plan, and, well, our last Decker apparently had not a clue. Went off a residential road near the peak. Not pretty. And you're not the kind of person to experiment with substances during runs, right? And you can walk without falling, right? These are some crazy interview questions. Are you serious? Very. Let's talk about this face to face, okay? I wonder if that's the one. Explosions in Eastern District. What's up with all the explosions rocking the Eastern District? My walls were just shaking. Say what? 12358. Word has it, Shiawase has a secret lab tucked away in an old industrial building out there. I'm guessing the rumor is true. Mistress Tiny. Correction. I think Shiawase had a lab out there. Sandwiches are sexy. It's really stinking where I'm at. It's a cross between sulfur and, weirdly, new car smell. I wonder what they were doing. Better put on your gas mask for good measure, man. Decker looking for a team. Oh! Experienced Decker looking for a team to run with. Potential for a longer term arrangement. Like taking over the business interest of a team of runners, running basic heists and the occasional transport gig. I'm in contact with a reliable fixer, and will be working with the old team's long-lost list of happy clients. Wait, what? You must not take experimental stims during runs. You must not tamper with chemicals in secret labs. You must know how to properly operate a moped. You must listen to your decker when your decker says, I don't have control of that turret yet. You must have a good sense of humor. Optional. Oh no. I mean, at least Decker is still alive. Oh no. Hey, what happened to Gimme Some Nuyen 888? I recognize this ad. It's his boilerplate. His team was always looking for a new Decker. What the hell happened? Blinking gotcha. 23. You see that fourth item on the requirements list? Oh shit, that's nuts. Are all of them gone? Muffin Top Ninja, Captain Scone? All of them, even Explodey Sue. I hardly got to know them, but they were good people. What a terrible loss. You had no idea who were running the shadows with, huh? Explodey was a great war hero, tough as nails. Could have tipped the scales for Taiwan if she hadn't knocked herself out with that force of her own mana blast at the crucial moment. No shit. It gets better. Muffin Top Ninja was one of the most revered martial arts masters in the GIS until his health began to fail. He was well known for his self-deprecating humor, and Gimme Some Nuyen 888 was a great philanthropist. Every credit he earned, he poured back into helping the indigent population of the walled city where he grew up. And Captain Scone, I kind of chuckled at his name, but now I'm thinking there's more to it. I'll say, he was a Scottish separatist who campaigned tirelessly for the restoration of his country. When his activism drew too many enemies, he fled and became a pillar of the Scottish expat community in HK. As for his name, I think Stone of Scone. These amazing people just couldn't catch a break, and now this. Rest in peace. I'm mortified. I wish I had gotten to know them better. I wish I'd gotten that turret down faster. It seems like you knew them very well then. I suppose so. I'm a decker who responded to one of our first ads. My gut said not to join them. We developed a lot of mutual respect over the years. I never thought I'd live to see one of our deckers live. Well, although it would make two deckers, I don't suppose you'd like to team up? I don't think so, no. Okay, before it's... I guess we should probably talk to some of our other people. Wait, I don't have a mission to, Just a sec. Don't have a special thing to like, rest? I can just speed through the conversations I had. I hadn't had much, so... The last time we had a dream, or something, we lost a tooth. Not sure why. Oh, here kindly change information. Okay, fair. Mm-hmm. Oh, we can't talk to our party because everyone's probably at Auntie's place. Aww. What about Gaichu and Rakta? Well, Koshche is here. Oh, interesting. We have better lighting. We have better lighting standing here than standing inside the room. Huh.